I thank God that I didn't sleep with that man. Thank God. Because I knew that that's what he wanted from me, under the guise of, oh, I want to take you out to dinner. And I'm just like, thank God. Because it's just like, get in line, right? Get in line. Where we're at now is like, men want to flirt with you, men want to get in your pants, but they don't want to pay what they weigh. They'll sexually harass you till they can't sexually harass you no more. And they're not generous. They're not generous with their money. They're not generous with their bank accounts. They're not generous, hell, even all the way down to how they approach you. That's the least you could do, is say, hey, look me dead in my eye and shake my hand and say your name. That's how I like to be approached. You can't even do that. So disrespectful. And so, for that, thank God, I didn't sleep with that man. And I'm getting better, because at first I'd just be like, you know what? Let's just bump and grind. I don't care anymore. Let's just do it, because I'm not getting any younger. You only live once, and whoop-de-doo. But I'm just like, no. I have the right to solo masturbate if I'm horny, or just don't. And if you don't, then you're not really horny, girl. And you just want that validation and that dopamine that's gonna eventually cause you to crash, and you're not even gonna want to even talk to anybody anymore, and you're gonna go back to hating men and not want to deal with them because you've been so hurt, and you realize that it's gonna come crashing down upon you, and it's just gonna dawn on you that you were used, and then you're gonna go back into this perpetual cycle of, you were never worthy of anything true other than a one-night stand, or, you know, being called at night and being picked up, only seeing that nigga at night. And it's just like, when does it ever end? Well, you know how I realized when I was in deep shit? I was watching this one lady on YouTube, and she's basically saying like, oh bitch, like, you're so feeble-minded. This is equivalent to only seeing that nigga at night and thinking he's gonna commit to you. And I'm just like, the way I felt so cold, it really snapped me out of that, you know, delusion. It was like, but see, we can argue down, oh, you gotta give yourself grace, you were young. I was 18, 19. I was young, a little feeble-minded, you know, a little delusional in my own right. But it's like, the scars, the trauma has rewired my brain, and not in a good way. And because I'm an Aries, and because, you know, the reputation that goes with being an Aries, instead of just learning and growing from your mistakes, I gotta add a little extra pizzazz to it. I gotta learn and grow, and I gotta be extra bitchy towards any man that decides to court me. I gotta be extra bitchy. I gotta be extra avoidant. I gotta be extra read all about it. There's no such thing as a normal when it comes to an Aries woman. Absolutely not. No. So I saved my pussy juice, and I'm proud of myself, because the old me, if I wasn't so sick and tired of being sick and tired, I would have been like, yeah, let's go climb in the back seat. I'm glad that I'm to a point where I value myself more, and to where I can say no and have that boundary and set that boundary, regardless of what I think he feels about it, about what the fuck I have to say, because it's all about me now. It's all about me now. So, yeah, and I owe that to myself. And for that, I think the angels rejoiced to the sound of my voice. I think that God is now going to allow me to be a bad bitch and to finally get this weight off, because he's like, well done, my child. And I'm just like, yeah. And I'm not even doing it for praise, or I'm doing it for me. This is probably one of the best things that I've done for myself in forever, probably ever, in a long time. And I'm happy because I set that boundary. And I'm tempted. When I tell you I'm tempted. But I'm just like, no, Satan, you will not win. Yeah.